If you're like me, you don't want useless channels cluttering up your feed. My rule is simple. If I watch 3 videos from the same channel and enjoy them, I subscribe. So if this is your first or second visit here, then welcome. If this is your third time here, go ahead and subscribe. Stay up to date with what I do here. Thanks to the Eternal Phoenix for suggesting this run a few months back. So we'll start off by getting right into it. All the stats and stuff you need are down in the description. I did grab a mod that would allow me to make throwing spears, because I thought early on, those would be a good... Well, quite frankly, they're the only distance damage I can use in this run. So it'd be good to have a steady supply of them, since the Legion are the only ones that carry the damn things. So, see right here, me going down through the recipe list. Can make different variants of spears and whatnot. Take blades and stakes, and you can get those from breaking down weapons and scrap metal into the items. From that, I figure I got an idea here. It's going to be a little annoying at first, but it should work. Head to Prim to deal with some of the convicts here, which they are part of the powder gangers. They're just not as nice as them, so to speak. Go in, put DLC machete to use. Technically a sword. Works for us. Technically a sword in the way that a long knife is a sword. Anyway, it works for us and what we need right now. Go in, demolish all of them. The basic rules of the run, simple. Only deal damage with swords and spears. Easy enough. As for armor and the like, we'll get to that here soon. I also found it weird that you can pin body parts to the walls with the spears. I didn't know that.
I wonder what it's like to be able to...
Tell Beagle to fuck off, he can find his own way out. Everyone here is already dead. Head down the road a ways. Doing what you do in Vegas. Taking everyone out. For some reason, the entire outpost here kind of freaked the fuck out and everyone's scattered. Like, I've never seen Ghost not be up on top of the building.
Hello.
Here she is running away somewhere. Kind of fucking weird. Figure I'll take her quest, and I'll take Jackson's quest to kill the ants. Some good XP for what's gonna come here. Deal with the ants. They're always fairly easy, and this machete is pretty good for a beginning weapon. It's good for a mid-game weapon. Hell, you can even probably take it to the end game if you wanted to. Take out the jackals down here. I do get staggered a few times, but it's easy enough to go in whirling the machete around. Gotta say, that's one of the things I don't like in 4 is how sluggish the melee combat is in that game. If you're running at someone, you're not gonna slowly stab at them, you know?
Don't worry. I won't have you
we go and meet the Legion.
Like the rest of these degenerates. Each clutched his ticket, hoping it would set him free. Each did nothing, even when loved ones were dragged away to be killed. Ha! Innocent. Hardly. Cowardly, though. They outnumbered us, yet not once did they try to resist. They stood and watched as their fellows were butchered, crucified, and burned. One by one. As are all crimes. If you feel strongly about it, attack us.
And so I do. You'd figure I'd side with the Legion for, well, Sparta, Rome, close to being the same thing. The problem is, the Legion in this game is pretty much what Xerxes and the Persians were to Leonidas. Conquer everyone, completely destroy their individual cultural identities, and then take them as slaves. Feel like it would be something Leonidas would fight against. And while sure, cosmetically, they're as close as a post-apocalyptic group of tribals can be to ancient Spartans, but we'll just move past that. Sit here, level up, decide I'm going to take educated. It's always better to have early on anyway.
Legion, this...
Head back to Ghost, close up my quests here so that we can keep moving on. Go to Jackson, tell him the ants are dead. even though no one ever goes up and down that road anyway. And now we dip into Honest Hearts. Not Honest Hearts, Lonesome Road. I was thinking of someone else, something else. Damn, the human mind is weird. Anyway, the reason we're here is a mix of armor, weapons, and quite frankly, caps. This DLC pays out like no fucking tomorrow. Its weapons are amazing, and its armor are amazing. It was the last DLC released, right? So everything in it has to be that good. So what we're after here is the marked, I think, scout armor. The legionnaires that got caught in the divide, those guys. It's not marked as faction armor, so we can wear it and run around and not get fucking attacked by everybody. And there are some melee weapons here, most notably the Blade of the West that we want. Mind you, I also have a mod in place that distributes most of the DLC weapons and armor throughout the leveled lists of the main game. The stuff specifically found in the Divide is not put throughout the leveled lists because it makes sense that it wouldn't be floating around Vegas, right? Marked scout armor and marked armor. Marked range armor? Marked trooper armor. I don't know, that's what they're called. Anyway, we get in a fight with a sentry bot, and it's just, it staggers us a lot. But the broad machete puts in work. You'll see how outclassed it is by some of the DLC weapons later on. Which, DLC weapons from the other DLCs can be found in this one thanks to the mod I have. So, you know, gun runners shit is floating around here. Played another sentry bot, and I hate, with an undying passion, just any enemy that you fight that uses explosives in melee range. Grab a couple more DLC weapons and our first set of armor here. The Mark Scout armor. Gotta say, while the stuff is good, it's like paper fucking thin. And what we got going on here. The bag's from a mod called the Courier's Cache. It just adds some carry weight. Stuff like that. We access the commissary again. Sell off a bunch of stuff that we've been picking up. Again, it's a quick way just to dip into this DLC if you need money just to run straight into Vegas. You luck out and pick up a nail gun from one of the toolboxes here, and you're set, right? So we head back out now that we have our armor. So that we can tramps around the Mojave just a little bit. I decided to go mark Vegas and the gun runners on the map. Never had the super mutants run off like that before, which is kind of weird. Start dealing with some night cannon. You can see down in the bottom, throwing spears sharpened. If you have a whetstone with the one mod I'm using, you can sharpen spears. Guess it makes them do a little bit more damage. Not really worth it. Also, making the spears is kind of fucking annoying, so I don't really do that much. I get jumped by the Legion. Never knew that they could spawn here, of all fucking places. If I go in swinging, my machete's fairly well damaged, so I stop in the middle of battle, fix it all up with the weapon repair kits I have, and then go to town. Along the way, I may have leveled up just a few times to outpace the fucking non-damage my machete was doing. I decide, you know, this is the next day. I decide I'm gonna finish Lonesome Road. Also, it takes 5,000 caps to fix the Marked Scout armor. You can just pick it up everywhere. Like, half the fucking enemies in this DLC have it. I also learned that enemies respawn in the main base here. The bunker and Hopevale. Never really knew they could respawn. I also have a mod that allows me to use a crowbar instead of lockpicks. It's strength-based, mind you, so... But for every, like, 2 levels of strength, you can break a higher level lock. So I got the passcodes from the desks in the bunker. If you turn this to security system, that's it, on the sentry bots there. Take out the Legion. Well, marked Legion. Pick up a katana, which does a hell of a lot more damage than the machete I was doing. Just rip through the marked men here. Lay into them. Don't let up. Face down one that's using another katana here. No match for us. We do need to drop some shit, though. But when dropping stuff, I realized, oh shit, I picked up a Blade of the West. That's the weapon I was looking for. That's the weapon we're going to be using for the vast majority of this run. I do have other bladed weapons. I do keep the katana for a while. Pick up a shish kebab later on. I think a gladius machete. Blow up a nuke because, you know, standing this close to a nuke and blowing it up is never a bad idea. There's also more shit at the commissary. Again, this is a great way to get a lot of caps. I'm already at 25,000 and I'm barely past fucking Hopevale at this point. I'm still in Hopevale because this is the barracks right outside of it. And the Blade of the West just does damage. Gonna grab a perk later on that's gonna make it even more dangerous, but for right now, we collect up as many caps as we can, because why not? And pretty much free caps, you know. Well, the commissary does respawn with different ammo types and some types of DLC armor from this. It also restocks a small amount of stim packs and auto stim packs, which auto stim packs are a neat thing. Although when you die, they get annoying with the constantly going off, but I feel like that can also explain why auto stim packs aren't found much anywhere else. Get a new helmet here. Because if someone's carrying a bunch of auto stim packs and they die, the auto stim packs will just keep getting used. Kill a Deathclaw in one hit, which surprised the fuck out of me. Thought maybe the trap killed it. No, it just died. Take out the tunnelers. Somehow these things are supposed to be the impending death of the entire Mojave and maybe the world. I don't get it. So we move on past them. Take out this named marked man, which gives us a new set of armor, which can just be repaired with marked scout armor, along with a new helmet. This one has a face. Access the commissary that's just kind of sitting here. I feel like the commissary has to have like a dead money aspect to it. Right? Maybe this is the prototype system that the vending machines in Dead Money used. Because there's no way this thing's giving you these individual items, right? So it has to be like the same type of tech that was used there. Go to gather up a bunch of ammo. This DLC gives you a fuck ton of ammunition wherever you are. Like right here. Look at that. That's fucking insane. Mind you, there's also a Deathclaw that likes to say hi here. After having killed the other one in one hit, you know, you get a little cocky. And, while I didn't kill it in one hit, it was easy. The only problem that I face when dealing with Deathclaws is their knockback and being able to interrupt my attacks. Beyond that, they're easy enough to deal with. When it gets a little hairy, I'll just use VATS. They can sometimes knock me out of that too. Kill Bonesaw, which was another marked man, unique marked man. Gives me my new helmet. It's pretty much an exact copy of Leonidas' helmet. Although the difference is, it doesn't have like plumage on the top of it. We shoot off a nuke for the guy that was pissed off that nukes went off before. He was trying to teach us a lesson about it. I don't know. Kind of strange. Like, don't get me wrong, the wasteland's kind of fucked beyond repair. Still, though, Probably not the best idea to go shooting airburst nukes off over places. Especially this close. We descend the weird cargo freight vehicle elevator thing. For this entire thing, you have to deal with a bunch of tunnelers. I just kind of backed myself into a corner and turned on my auto clicker. And I sat and ate my sandwich while just kind of letting this thing deal with it. Well, sometimes they get a hit in. Blade of the West kept them away. It's got some hella fucking reach on it, man. I decide it's going to be a good idea to try to face down as many strong enemies as we can, because I feel like that's something King Leonidas would have done. So, I decided to go after Rar. I guess it's supposed to be like one of the strongest death claws there is or some shit. He staggers us like no tomorrow. Or she. I think this is an alpha variant of the male Deathclaw. Anyway, have to resort to using VATS because it's too fucking fast. We get back our toaster, because why not? He's the only one that can unlock the commissary outside this room anyway. So that we can sell more shit and repair our stuff. Every commissary has a repair skill of 100, which is amazing. And they carry between like 6,000 and 12,000 caps. Wait a couple of days for it to restock its caps so that I can sell more shit. Because I'm carrying a lot of stuff at this point. Get another 12,000 out of it. Wait another 3 days to do the same thing. If you didn't know, the vendors restock every 72 hours in-game. So you can just wait 3 days and buy more shit. Decided to go talk to Ulysses.
You came, courier. To what? Watch your homeland burn one last time? Kill me, perhaps? Judging by your shadow, maybe you can't let your machine go. Doesn't matter now. Either way, the Divide Giants are awakening. The missiles here on their way home. There is no way to stop them. I'll finish history's work. If the Divide couldn't kill you, perhaps these spears of the old world can. Let's end this, courier. You and I, here with the old world flag as witness.
Such a good character. Second favorite in the entirety of New Vegas. So we start fighting him. I could have killed him easy right there. I decide I'm just going to fuck around for a bit. See if he has anything unique that he pulls out later on. Mind you, all the marked men you kill here kind of explode into plasma for some reason. I never understood why. They kind of goofy themselves. So I run around, killing the iBots, killing the marked men. I figure at some point, I'll kind of, jump down there at some point and try to deal with the iBots in their entirety, but I don't have the skills to do so. I decide to run back up out of there, start fighting Ulysses some more. As I circle around, I just kind of fall through the fucking map. I figured I'd just zero out, but my entire fucking game crashed. I figure, okay, well, I'm just going to reload it, go in, deal with Ulysses, and finish the DLC. I loot him for everything he has. I don't know if you can loot him in the normal game, or if this is like the addition of a DLC or something, but I loot him for everything he has. And then figure, hey, let's put these spears of the old world to use here to deal with the Legion. Mostly because doing this nets me an item that I really want.
The lights flickered across the divide. Reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
If you didn't know, nuking the NCR or the Legion opens up 2 different areas you can go to. Each of these new areas gives you different gear, different loot, different endgame armor. If you nuke the NCR, you get a unique set of power armor. If you nuke the Legion, you get a unique set of normal armor. Kind of like what I have on here. I decided I'm going to start doing the main quest of the game now. Dealing with that. I've already stopped off at the New Vegas Medical Clinic and spent all the money I could on every implant I could get. Mind you, my endurance is maxed out at this point, so I don't need to get the endurance one. Go in, swing them with the Blade of the West. Easy enough to deal with the enemies here. They can barely even hurt me now. And one power hit takes them out. I mean, one normal hit usually takes them out too, but I'm a beast in every sense of the term.
would be dead already.
I also find this shit here funny because I just nuked the Legion homeland, and yet everything is forgiven because reasons.
Let's have the chip then.
Anyway, I feel like if Leonidas said he was gonna deliver something to somebody, he'd deliver it to them, so I give him the platinum chip and then fuck off to dry wells. This is the place that got nuked, or part of one of the places that got nuked by the many nukes that I guess hit the Legion. Because from what I can understand, it's not just one nuke that we hit them with. We like carpeted their homeland in all of the nukes that were still in the Divide. And with that, we get the armor of the 87th tribe. Which, New Vegas lore and shit there. The 87 tribes are the tribes that were assimilated and destroyed to make the Legion. The tribes they were do not exist anymore. It's one of the major reasons why fucking Ulysses hates the Legion now. His tribe was known as the Twisted Hairs due to the dreadlocks. And they were like great scouts. So the Legion wanted them, but then I guess the Legion decided they were too dangerous to let live, and you know. I find it poetic that the last of the Twisted Hairs ultimately destroyed the Legion. We put the flagstaff to use here, just because I find it fucking funny. I head back to the Courier's Mile because I had forgotten all about this place. This is the place when you shoot off the nuke in Hopevale. This is where it explodes, is over the Courier's Mile. Which is supposed to be, like, the end-all, be-all, super irradiated death balls, a bunch of hard-to-kill marksmen. Super irradiated. So much so that I died my first time here because I forgot it was that bad, but it is a flurry of almost dying, but living due to the auto-stim packs I have. I don't know how many times I would have died without those things in this, just right here. This minute or so of flailing around. Fun though. Super fucking fun. And that's, right there is one of the reasons why I both love and hate that knockdown with melee perk. You're so used to by that point, you knock down an enemy and they're dead. You don't expect them to stand to back up, right? So take out the last of the marked men. Then go say hi to Caesar in the Legion. By this point, I'm a little over-leveled, as you can see. Level 26 going on level 27. Start taking out the Legion. Again, I don't know why they get stuck in a loop of backing up like that. I also hate that they can, like, sprint backward. That shit gets on my nerves. But the Legion's easy enough to deal with, right? And I know it's said in another video, I don't get why they use like old hockey pads and shit like that when they could just make armor and stuff. And I understand manufacturing and setting up like supply lines and shit like that would be hard to do, you know, like 200 years after the end of the world. But That's what I was going to say. That's what the Legion is known for. That's what Rome is known for, and the Legion is based on ancient Rome. So you figured, you know, Caesar would know that, but off topic, the armor I'm wearing is custom-made armor by the Legion, post-apocalyptic. The sword I'm using, while it's classified as a bumper sword, this sword is not made from an old car bumper. The handle might be an old fucking exhaust, but it doesn't look like any of the other bumper blades. This is, as far as I know, a weapon forged by the Legion, right? So they have the means, they have the know-how, they have the understanding to make their own stuff. It's just, I feel like, because there's no way there would be enough football pads and shit floating around to outfit the entirety of the Legion. So they must be making the stuff, right? So maybe they're just taking old fucking car doors, cutting metal and stuff out of them, and bending them to look like old hockey pad. No, I keep saying fucking hockey. Football pads. Yeah, no, I just find it strange. Like, it would make more sense if you were like, I don't know, 30 years after the end of the world, but this is a long time after. Anyway, I feel like at this point Leonidas would see House as, how to explain it, an indolent ruler, right? Sure, he has the tech and could probably help, but you need someone that's actually strong that can lead. It also means that, you know, King Leonidas can be King Leonidas of New Vegas. And some people have said that, Yes Man, in his Yes Man ending, I also picked up a thermite lance, have said that Yes Man, when he says he's gonna he uses the programming to make himself more assertive. The creators of New Vegas actually came out and said that that doesn't mean Yes Man is going to betray the courier. It just means he's making it so that he can never betray the courier. Making it so, like what you do to Benny, right? You kill Benny, then Yes Man helps you because he has to. Someone comes walking up to Yes Man as he is beforehand, like makes their way into the Lucky 38, they could possibly take over, right? So, I explain that that's how it should be interpreted when Yes Man says he's found programming that will make himself more assertive. Anyway, we kill off all the cannibals because Leonidas wouldn't deal with that. We also go and kill some warriors from space because, I don't know, that sounds like an old fucking legend from Sparta or some shit. Warriors descended from the stars and they fought. You know. We help out the boomers because I feel like them being shut-in warriors, Leonidas would want to put them to work in the outside world to, one, bolster their borders, and two, prove to the world that they are still strong. Kind of leads into the next thing here.
Later. Good to see you.
Helping the Brotherhood. Just gonna skip through all the Brotherhood shit of running around, getting this, that, and the other, fucking playing tag with the dead bodies and the scouts and going to the vaults and all that. Whatever. I feel like Leonidas would want Brotherhood, who is, again, a group of noble warriors, to regain what they are. Kind of have to come here anyway to deal with the fucking Great Khan's quest. So I figure I'm just gonna fight all the Deathclaws here. Thermite lance. Not bad.
Well spoken, traveler. Well spoken.
We go talk to the Great Khans. We do everything for them.
Time to find our own
Skip over that.
burdened by the past.
They decide they want to go conquer elsewhere and be great again. Hey, can't fault them for wanting their people to live a better life. Talk to Yes Man, head back to the boomers, get their okay for the bomber, you know, that sort of shit. Skip to the end of the dam here. Well, skip to the beginning of the end of the dam here. Flip on the power. Again, we're just rolling through these fuckers at this point. Even the ones with the anti-material rifles can't really put too much damage onto us. Decide to talk to Legate Lanius. Tell him to fuck off, we're gonna kill him. One hit. Put him in the state to where he wanted to run away. And we've killed Lanius. Not good enough, I say let's do it again. They'll run in, third person, hit him, fucking... Just decide to bob and weave, fucking... Try to fight it out here. Throw his ass off the cliff here. Find it funny. Figure out. Killed him twice, might as well kill him as many other times as I can. Use all my other weapons. Put the thermite lance to use. He runs past me, which is just funny. Supposed to be a great warrior, runs away. Kill him, easy enough. I put the flagstaff to use. Knock him down and then just kill him. Again, by this point in time, we're level 32, so it's, you know, fairly easy. Take out his Praetorian guards with their shotgun fists. Put the machete gladius to use. It's slower going, but again, as soon as you get the knockdown on him, you can tear him apart. Not too much of a problem. Decide, hey, I'm going to use what's left of my throwing spears here. I can't aim these things worth shit due to the wind-up, so I'll just use VATS. Almost get him. He has one sliver of health left. I don't have any VATS left. Try to fucking free throw it, but again, the wind-up is just too much to get a good accurate hit in on him. He fucking dips out of the way there. Starts throwing his grenades. I have enough points and VATS there to... well, action points to deal with him with a good VATS shot.
Fine.
And that's Leonidas dead in every way that I have weapons. I figure, fuck it. Well, Oliver said, sure, he'll leave. I decided to kill all the rangers and shit here because... I don't know how many times I've just been completely fucking annihilated by him at the end. Anyway, that's New Vegas as King Leonidas. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. It was a hell of a run. Really was. Fun as hell. Fun as hell.